City Council of the City of League City, Texas will now come to order in a regular meeting on April 22nd, 2025 at 6 p.m. Roll call. Andy Mann. Here. Tommy Combs.
Here.
Tom Cruise.
Here.
Courtney Chadwell, he was joining electronically, but he's not on yet. All right. Chad Tressler. Here. Sean Saunders. Here. All right. I would like to introduce Reverend Kyra Bear with the Unity Bay Area Houston, who will be our invocation speaker this evening.
Thank you, Mayor Long, and thank you to the council. And I want to invite us, as we begin this time of prayer, to open our hearts, our minds, our beings, to feel the power of this time that we are in, and to feel the power of that gracious God that is right here in the midst. We feel that power moving through us individually and collectively in a way that is opening us to the spirit of truth and the spirit of life and the spirit of light. We bless this earth on this Earth Day and all the ways that our community embraces and honors Mother Earth. And we bless each of our leaders and our first responders and all of those that are serving in so many capacities as civil servants in our community, and all of those families that we are here supporting and nurturing together. And we are grateful, grateful, grateful to be in this role, in these leadership roles. And we say thank you for guiding our leaders to make wise decisions and to bring the highest good for this community. We say a special blessing for Pope Francis and all of those mourning his loss at this time. And we trust that in every way we are all being guided to create a better world that we can all live in and thrive and create community together. And so it is. Amen. And yes.
Pledge the American flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pledge the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. All right, approval of minutes, 3A, April 8th, 2025, council work session, 3B, April 8th, 2025, regular meeting. If there's no corrections, these minutes stand approved. Public comments, we just got one, Marika Fuller. Get your money's worth.
Council, Mayor, citizens, my name is Marika Fuller. I live on 2920 Marlin Court in Bay Ridge. First off, 25-0191 and 25-0205. Please approve those because they concern Bay Ridge and actually a large portion of South Shore. Now, I came here today to talk about a fundamental principle of democracy, which is the nonpartisan elections. These elections are designed to keep the focus on candidates' merits, qualifications, and IDs, rather than their political affiliations. However, we find ourselves in a challenging situation where political parties are increasingly influencing these supposedly nonpartisan elections. At the heart of the issue is the claim that people demand to know whether candidates are Democrats or Republicans. This perception raises a critical question. Are we, the voters, more interested in party labels than in the ideals and capabilities of the individuals who seek to represent us? In a true democracy, nonpartisan elections serve a vital purpose. They ensure that local governance remains focused on pragmatic solutions rather than partisan ideologies. They allow for a diverse range of voices and perspectives to be included in the political discourse without the constraints of party politics. Nonpartisan elections give us the opportunity to choose leaders based on their vision for our community, their experience, and their commitment to public service. Yet when political parties exert undue influence over these elections, they undermine this core principle. The focus shifts from what candidates can offer to who they are affiliated with. This can lead to a polarized environment where decisions are made not in the best interest of the community, but based on party loyalty. To address this, we must strive for a balanced approach. We need to enhance voter education and provide comprehensive information about candidates' background, policies, and achievements. By doing so, voters can make informed decisions based on substantive criteria rather than mere party labels. Furthermore, we must reinforce the integrity of nonpartisan elections by ensuring that the political parties do not exert disproportionate influence. This involves strict regulations and oversight to prevent covert campaigning and undue pressure on candidates. In conclusion, I urge all of us to reflect on the true spirit of nonpartisan elections. Let us demand that our candidates present their visions and solutions without party labels. Let us challenge ourselves to evaluate them on their merit rather than political affiliations. By doing so, we will uphold the principles of democracy and ensure that our local governance remains focused on the common good. Thank you.
All right, consent agenda 6A through H.
Move to approve.
All right, please vote. Motion passes 7-4, none against. Public hearing, 7A, hold a public hearing on an ordinance amending Chapter 125 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of League City entitled Unified Development Code related to sign regulations. This meeting will start at 6:06. There's no speakers. This meeting will close at 6:07. 7B, consider and take action on ordinance amending Chapter 125 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of League City entitled Unified Development Code related to sign regulations. Planning and Zoning Commission recommended approval 5-0 with 3 members absent on April 7th, 2025.
Second.
All right. Ms. Tressler.
So I want to point out, this is something we have a unique opportunity to do here. We don't always agree between the city and the school district. And I don't know about y'all, but anything we can do reasonable to increase services without increasing taxes, I'm in favor of. What's going on, we have some of the high schools in town have some sponsorship banners that have been hung up on their sports stadiums and fences. And our code enforcement has had calls from a single individual to complain about those banners because of other issues they have with the district. And to avoid saying we're not going to enforce the rule for them because we are a city governed by rules. We're updating the rule that the school district is essentially being recognized as a good faith partner in the city. They're not going to approve banners that are unsightly or inappropriate. And by allowing these sponsorship banners, our kids are able to have sports and activities without it coming out of your tax dollars, which I think everyone on this council probably supports. Letting kids participate in things that are good for developing good citizens going forward without increasing the cost because somebody didn't want to see sponsor banners.
Tom.
Thank you. Just a quick question. On this, can anybody who donates have a sign hung up, or is there any kind of restrictions?
That's for the school district to decide.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I put this on here. Obviously, our sign ordinance was never intended to be used against the school district. This kind of cleans it up so that the school district can sell these sponsorships. And of course, just like Councilman Tressler said, it's important for all the extracurriculars to generate the little revenue for the extras in the sports with these banners. And then also, it's who typically buys these banners. It's small businesses in town. It's the local Mexican restaurant. It's the small businesses. It's not ExxonMobil and General Motors. So I kind of look at it both ways. It's helping the school district, helping the kids, and still supporting the small businesses. And, it's kind of sad that we even have to change the rules for it, but so be it. We'll move forward. All right. Please vote. Motion passes 7-4, none against.
Mayor, I'd like to move for first and final, just so it's done.
All right. Please vote. Motion passes 6-4, one against. All right. New business. Consider and take action on excused absences. Approval will excuse the absences of Mayor Pro Tem Cones and Councilmember Saunders from April 8th, 2025 work session and regular meeting.
I'll move to approve.
I'll second. All right. Please vote. Motion passes 7-4, none against. 9B, consider and take action on a resolution 1, receiving the annexation petition from property owners Martron LLC, JAC Interests LTD, Ellen Lloyd Cummins regarding 80.45 acres of land. 2, scheduling a public hearing on May 13th, 2025 to consider the annexation. 3, directing staff to provide public notices of the public hearing and provide notice to the school district and other public entities. 4, authorizing a municipal services agreement with the property owners of Matron LLC, JAC Interests, and Ellen Lloyd Cummins regarding the 80.45 acres of land.
So move.
Second, as long as we can find a way to write this shorter in the future.
Is that binding? All right. Any discussion? Hearing none, please vote. Motion passes 7-4, none against. First reading of ordinances. Consider and take action on an ordinance amending Chapter 118, Article 2 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of League City entitled Tow Trucks and Towing Companies to update various sections providing for codification, publication, and effective date.
Move to approve.
Second.
Seeing no discussion, please vote. Motion passes 7-4, none against. 10B, consider and take action on an ordinance amending ordinance 2023-24 to expand the limited franchise of Universal Natural Gas LLC, DBA Universal Natural Gas, Inc., to operate and maintain a gas distribution system for the transportation, distribution, and/or sale of gas to customers in League City through the use of public rights of way.
Move to approve.
Mr. Cones.
Only one concern. Right now, I guess this Sonora still has the compressed gas tanker out there, and it's been, what, a year and a half, maybe 2 years?
Certainly every bit of a year, if not a little
Okay.
longer.
I would like to put some type of restriction on, the hookup or the final hookup of the gas distribution. I'm not for sure what's taken so long for Sonora to hook into the main
Sure.
line.
Yeah.
But we got a compressed gas tanker that's sitting next to a house.
Yeah, would you like
I-
the applicant to give a
Yes,
schedule?
please.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then I think
Sonora, yeah.
some, so the,
So this one will be hooked up immediately, right? But I think if you're saying it, tie this somehow to finishing that
Yeah.
other project.
Correct, because
Yeah.
I'm
It's
absolutely
it's
concerned
ridiculous.
with the other
Yeah.
one.
Richard Bard, Senior Vice President of Engineering and Construction for Centric Universal Natural Gas. Appreciate the question. Appreciate you guys taking this up this evening. So the delays there for the construction of that tap in particular in that community, we wanted to come to an amicable solution regarding the location of that tap with the landowner at the time. So that took a few months to get that approved, so we didn't have to condemn land or anything like that. So we wanted to be respectful of that. We got that hurdle passed. Part of that included discussions with TxDOT because it is adjacent to the future Grand Parkway that goes along it'll be along the south side of where that location is at. And then additionally to that, there's a long access road coming off the main boulevard that needs to be under construction and is under construction currently. That should be wrapped up here in about a month or so. From there, Energy Transfer will go in, make their connection, which will take them about a month, and then us to make our metering and reg station connected to their site will be about another month after that. So we're pretty close to being complete out there. It's just been a longer process than we would like. It is costing us money to have that CNG trailer out there, and we want it off quicker than anyone. But as it relates to the new development that we're trying to serve, I think you mentioned it, Mayor, we are coming off an existing system and an existing tap, so it will tie directly into our system.
So you're looking at maybe 5 months, 4 to 5 months
At
on
most.
the other location?
At most.
Okay, thank you. Can we get your word on that?
You have it here on public record.
All righty, thank you. That was my only concern.
Yeah, I think that's a completely valid concern because I don't think we would have approved it the first time if we knew that those trailers were going to be sitting out there, right? Yeah. I think one of them is done, if I'm correct.
Yes.
One of them's done, one of them's not. No, nobody would want that trailer sitting next to their house. Okay. Please vote. Motion passes 7-4, none against. Get that trailer out of there. 11A, consider and take action on a resolution to accept approximately 130.9043 acres of land recently disannexed from the city of Friendswood into League City's extraterritorial jurisdiction, ETJ, as provided in an interlocal agreement between the two cities.
Move to approve.
Second.
Please vote. Motion passes 7-4, none against. 11B, consider and take action on a resolution, 1, receiving the annexation petition from property owner BC-SB Baybrook JV LLC regarding 130.9043 acres of land. 2, scheduling a public hearing on May 13, 2025 to consider the annexation. 3, directing the staff to publish notice of the public hearing and provide notice to the school district and other public entities. And 4, authorizing a municipal service agreement with the property owner BC-SB Baybrook JV LLC regarding 130.9043 acres of land.
Move to approve.
Second.
It didn't take too long to get the long verse back in there. All right. Please vote. Mr. Chadwell. All right. Motion passes 7-4, none against. 11C, consider and take action on a resolution authorizing a change order 4 to the contract with GW Phillips Concrete Construction for Bay Ridge Flood Reduction Phase 1 DR 2004 in the amount not to exceed $32,800.
Move to approve.
Second.
Hearing no discussion, please vote. Motion passes 7-4, none against. Reports from staff members. Reports from council. Mayor Pro Tem.
Yield time.
Gordon Chadwell. Yield his time. Chad Tressler.
Yield my time.
Sean Saunders. Yield my time. Andy Mann. Yield my time. Tom Cruise.
Please get out and vote. The early voting has started right now. We have 1 week, and then voting on May 3rd on Saturday. Thank you.
All right, and I'll yield my time as well. Executive session. The City Council will now go into executive session pursuant to Subchapter D of the Open Meetings Act, Section 551 at all the Texas Government Code this 22nd day of April 2025 at 6:19.
completed its executive session on this 22nd day of April 2025 at 6:39. City Council will now reconvene in open session. There is no final action, decision, or vote regarding any matter considered in the executive session just concluded. 15A, consider and take action on discussion regarding the employment, appointment, or evaluation of a public officer or employee to wit, city auditor. There is no action. And at 6:39, there being no further business, this meeting is adjourned.
Very good.
Oh, yeah, I bought some flags.